write all my workouts down. It's kind of harder for me to remember everything. Doing 45-second courses. Rest a minute and then go again. The key for this workout is basically to just keep the ball moving at a pace. Be able to have a short rest, about a minute, and I produce the movement again. Basically, you just want to teach your body to recover and deal with the high stress to it and dump what's called lactic acid that gets built up in your muscles when you have a certain load for a certain time at a certain intensity. One of the components of military training, as we all know, is physical fitness, and this is a great way to kind of re-engage that physical fitness, even if you're injured, if you have a lower body extremity injury or you know, any sort of thing, you can still keep your fitness going. one is 3. Gonna rest a minute. Whew. Tell you what, a lot of people get hurt. It's easy to want to quit and not want to train anymore, just roll over, die. And you just can't do it. You got to keep yourself moving. Even in the workouts, you got to keep yourself moving so the lactic acid don't gum up the muscle. Just kind of keep yourself moving real slow here. During the rest break, almost coming up on my minute. Almost 3 minutes of work. Good times. Good times on the Catawba. Incidentally, Catawba River is home. It's amazing wildlife. I once saw an albino frog here. It's very beautiful. As part of training these hard workouts, is stay focused, and during the rest, it's important to just be calm and look at the beautifulness of nature and realize, thank goodness you don't have to be in a gym or somewhere musty or nasty. You can breathe the air and just get it into your lungs, and be grateful you're not on some old base in the middle of some place with a bunch of sand or in the middle of some warehouse that is all nasty, or just you're having to do a rough job, and just be grateful. You know, that's the important part. Down a little on now, and one of the things with slalom is you kind of gotta work on having the shortest distance line between gates, and when you start to get tired, it's really easy to sacrifice your line. And as you can see on some of those runs, I didn't have the tightest line. Whew. It's important. Good rest. SUNP0004. Technique, really having to concentrate now on, you know, in a circumstance where I'm real tired, just keeping moving, having to reach deep. One thing that's real helpful for me is just drawing on all the good things I got during my time in service, you know, as a parachutist. And I tell you what, jumping out of a plane, a C-130, man, what a gas. But I tell you what, sometimes it's pretty scary. Oh my goodness. Jumped into a 17-knot wind one time, and I was pretty scared. But, you know, you gotta jump. You signed up to do it. You know, they don't like you telling them you're not gonna do it. So you just kinda gotta jump, and it's the ultimate test of faith, and you do it, and it just helps you grow as a person, and helps me get to where I can keep going now. So basically, just did 2 laps. So the Italian pyramid, it's a progression, an interval, and get a rest a minute, do 1 more lap, and then I'll be done with that set. And the next set is 3, 2, 1. Whew. I tell you what, this is tired. Important part of physical fitness training is maintaining a good diet. Had me some good food this morning. Got weaned off the candy and coffee. Important part of slalom boating, what you got to understand is the importance of body orientation. You got to point your body where you want to go. It's a good metaphor for life. Look where you want to go and not where you don't. My last set. I'm gonna have a little longer rest between these. I'm gonna take a three-minute rest between this set here. Just really get me some good recovery. I'm supposed to take 3 to 5 minute rest between each set. The first one I took about a 3-minute rest. Second one I'm taking a 3-minute rest. The third one I'll take the full 5 so I can get the total gas, and then I'll do 1 more little interval. Most people don't videotape their rest, and I think that rest is a blessing. Most people don't rest enough. They just want to wear themselves out when they train and not take the proper rest. And the proper rest is important in the recovery process for anything. This is also applies to the recovering from any injury, even cognitive disabilities. A lot of times, the system's like, get back, go, go, go. We didn't get much time to rest when we were hurt in the military. We just had to be done and go back to work. And there's nothing wrong with, you shouldn't feel one bit bad at all taking your rest time, once you get out and, collecting your government check and just resting. There's some important aspects, by the way, to collecting your government check. A lot of people don't know about this, but it's really important to get all your documentation done properly while you're in the service for all your service-connected injuries. And the day you get discharged, you want to take your happy sweet tail, or the day actually before you get discharged, you want to take your happy sweet tail down to the VA and register yourself, because it seems to me, based on my observation, that you get a little bit, you know, better service from the get-go while you're still wearing your Army uniform. And it's really helpful. Just go down to the VA, you know, register, get yourself already in the system, and get yourself scheduled for those comp and pen appointments. Your compensation and pension appointments aren't just about really, you know, getting your money. It's how you get your health care from the VA. It's real important that you go down and you let them know everything that's wrong with you. You know, sometimes when we're soldiers in the Army or a Marine or whatever, you're go, and you kind of conceal your injuries. And I did that, certainly. But you really want to be real honest with the VA about everything that happened. You want to tell them everything, you know, and a lot of times with like a brain injury, you know, you get knocked out like I did. So you don't always know till later you were knocked out. So just make sure, you know, you get all your MRIs, you stay on them to do that stuff. Because that's really how you're going to get the best health care. Also, you know, if you're like me and you had a military sexual trauma incident, you know, you don't have to hide it. You know, you don't have to be afraid of it. You know, if you know, you have PTSD, and if you're having symptoms where you can't sleep, you know, and you're angry and you're thinking about it all the time, walk into that VA clinic and let them know, you know, they're supposed to take care of us. You know, I think a lot of people want to hide it because we were told that, you know, a lot of things happen. You know, they tell us it's our fault. They tell us all this. They tell us, you know, we might be like some slutty woman that created this situation, but, you know, that's not the case. So what you need to do is just, it's okay once, you know, if you're out and you're having these issues, go and let people know about it. You know, go into a therapist and, you know, go to the VA. They're supposed to help you. Just ask to see the behavioral health counselor and just start talking about it. I was really fortunate, you know, when I got out, I had a real good group of friends that really helped me, and I think it's okay. I mean, don't ever be afraid to talk to the civilians. Sometimes, you know, your friends, you know, it's hard for them to understand what you've been through, but you know what? We fought for their freedom, and by God, they can sit for a minute and listen to us, and a lot of them don't mind. You don't want to burden them too much, but, you know, if they ask you what's going on, it's important for them to know so we can keep this awareness going within our communities. It's really important that our communities embrace us when we return, so that part of embracing us is understanding what we've been through. course, another important aspect, before I went again, we were talking about kind of the benefits process. Well, another important aspect is sometimes, you know, if you were like it myself and went through a warrior transition unit, you know, they're not always run well. It's the way it is. You know, you can't expect perfection. And so you're going to have to, if you didn't get all your needs assessed in the WTU, you're going to have to get it done through the VA. Sometimes they don't always assess you accurately, especially if you have a brain injury. They try to say you've had a existing prior to service condition. It's important to keep on them and really make sure you get those appointments taken care of and don't quit. You know, one of our things we learned as soldiers is to never quit. I think the reason they taught us that is so we could deal with the VA process when we were done. All right, I'm gonna go for a 2-set. Was a 2-set, 2 laps. Trying to keep the integrity of my form and trying to go wide, be patient. Really key. Sometimes people want to cut the gates too quick, and as you can see, I was a little sloppy when I did that and I hit the gate. It's a 2-second get penalty for every gate you hit. Better off going a little wide and saving yourself the 2 seconds, being conservative. It doesn't do you no good to do the fatty move where you do the beautiful head duck and hit the gate with your neck. Anyway, incidentally, I used to be a squirt kayaker, so some of this tail technology I learned in squirt kayaking has paid off here, and I've been able to retool and retrain myself to be a slalom racer with some good guidance. One thing about retraining and retooling is you can also use that from being a soldier to retrain yourself in the civilian world. It's real important to utilize that GI Bill benefit and also vocational rehab. I don't know if people know it, but you're entitled to voc rehab 2 ways. Number 1, if you were injured, if you have a service-connected injury, and number 2, if you have had a military occupational specialty like I did, parachute rigging. Like, what am I going to do with that as a civilian, right? So all you infantry guys, tank operators, missile guys, you know, riggers, special ops guys, you're entitled to vote Chapter 33 benefits under vocational rehabilitation, and you can go, and after you get done using your GI Bill, you can go kind of use it and further yourself, even get a master's degree. And that's really, education is your best way to be successful in the civilian world. My heart is thumping like a freight train right now. Whew. Goodness. Incidentally, GI Bill benefits and also your voc rehab benefits have educational stipends with them. So when you get out, after you've set yourself up good with your benefits, and everybody who is like myself on jump status probably has issues with their knees, ankle, feet, and probably a traumatic brain injury. You probably hit your head at least once. You know, if you did, you know, make sure when you, get hurt, make sure you definitely go and get that documented in your medical records. I know you're, a lot of times, this is for the non-veterans yet, you're still in the service. Your NCOs and chains of command don't want you going, and sacrificing that day of work. Go ahead and do it. That's something I really wish I'd have done early on, is going through that process properly. Just tell them, hey, I hurt myself. I can't do my mission. And if they want to whine, cry, and scream, call the Inspector General. Beep, 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 beep. Call Congress, and they're like, what can they do? Nobody is going to take care of you but you, and you have to do it. It's the bottom line. You need to do your job well every day as a soldier, but you also need to take care of yourself for when you get out and you're a civilian. You need to set those things up. Anyway, so like me, right now I'm at 70%. It took me a while to fight for that, but I'm at 70%, so I get $1,200 a month. The GI Bill provides another $1,500. That's about $3,000 a month. That's enough to live off of. While that's more than $3,000. Excuse me. It's about $3,000. It's enough to live off of while you're comfortably while you're in school and you're pursuing that degree. You don't want to get a frivolous degree. I've had friends do that, trying to go and get something just so they can milk the system. If you're going to milk the system, milk it in a productive manner, so it's going to be a best benefit to you when you get out. Most educational institutions, they have somebody there that's a veterans benefits person, and they they kind of try to keep you on track to get you a degree that's going to be useful. I have a degree in exercise science, and that's very applicable for many things. I can manage a gym, I can do what I'm doing now, I can do various and sundry things with that degree. I've gotten to do some coaching, and it's really it was really a great fit for me. Try to find something that's a good fit for you that you're gonna like doing. Of course, nothing is as fun as jumping out of a moving aircraft. Woo! That's a hoot. But, you can't do it forever. So you've got to find something that when you can't jump out of an airplane anymore, you can do. Another good benefit that I took advantage of when I was in the military was tuition assistance. You know, try to do that. You know, your squad leader might cry a little bit because they got to let you go early to go to class, but, you know, just, you know, don't make them mad and do your stuff at work and they'll let you go. You know, it's better for the organization in the long run if they have somebody that's got a modicum of intelligence. You don't want to show off your intelligence too much because it kind of makes them mad, but, you know, really try to get what you can while you're in from that system, so when you're out, there's less you got to do as a civilian to finish up your education. When I got out, I finished my education in about a year. So I was boom, done, peace out, on to my next phase, which was really good. So that's important. Your time is valuable and you don't want to waste it. Well, I'm going to do my last, my last sprint. I've waited about 5 minutes now, so I've let my body settle down and cool. And I'm just gonna blaze it out like the last little bit on the PT test. You know, that last like 50 yards or something when you're trying to beat your first sergeant's, or in my case, my commander's time. You know, she was a pretty fast little runner, so it was kind of difficult for me to beat her, but you know, you're always wanting to strive and achieve better. And you know, that's you want to keep that high standard when you get out and go into your next, after you take your little rest break, go into your next phase with vigor and do it honorably and just tear it up. All right. Workout, the Italian pyramid. Anyway, thank you everybody for enjoying my workout, and I hope I gave all my veteran friends some great things to think about. Have a great day.